Recently, Microsoft has made some changes in the way that the OneNote Class Notebook integration works within Schoology. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of creating your notebook so you can see exactly what you have to do that's a little bit different than previous years. So right now I'm logged into Schoology and I have clicked on the OneNote Class Notebook option over here. And then I'm going to click Sign In so that I can sign into my account. So a lot of this will be familiar to you in terms of naming the class. You're just going to name this notebook. I'm just going to call this my test notebook for now. Then you're going to click Next. This shows you the preview of what's going to be included in the notebook. We're going to click Next again. Here, if you would like to give another teacher ability to access this notebook and also make changes to it, you can put their name in here. And then over here, when we get to next, you can see here, update on automatically adding your students from your LMS. So previously, the students would automatically be enrolled by logging into Schoology, clicking on your OneNote Class Notebook, and then it would automatically enroll them. Currently, that is not working with this feature right now. You can see here they're doing some service updates and security upgrades, which means we have to go back to the old method of adding students manually. Now, there's also another issue going on in here where the students are not being added even when you add them manually. So we're actually going to skip this step as well and click on Next. Here, you'll designate what sections you want the students to have in their notebook, so you can delete sections you don't want. You can add other sections that you do want them to have. And then once you're done here, you will click Next. This is just showing you the preview of what the teacher notebook and student notebook will look like. And then I'm going to hit Create. So once we hit Create, we're going to download this notebook and then we're going to add the students after. We need to skip this step within Schoology because this Microsoft integration piece is not working the way it should. So we're going to go a roundabout way to do it. Okay, so now that it's completed creating the notebook, I'm going to click Open in OneNote so that it will download into the full desktop application of OneNote. So once the notebook loads here, that's when we're going to start adding students. Okay, so our notebook was created. It's ready to go. We have our content library, teacher-only collaboration space, no students because I didn't add students right away. So we're going to go back and do that now. So I'm going to go over at the very top here to the class notebook toolbar, and I'm going to select Add Remove Students. And this is going to bring us online, and we're going to select the notebook where we want to add our students. So this is going to list every notebook we have ever created since the dawn of time. And I'm going to click on my test notebook. This is the one that I just created, and this is where I want to add my students. So I'm just going to put in a couple of my test students right now. And so you'll continue to type in the name of each of your students, and then when a list populates, you will select them. So you generally only have to type in 3 or 4 characters for this list to start to populate, and then you will click on the student that you want to add. So once you have all your students added here, then you're going to click Next. You're going to click Next again. And this is very important. You must click this update button once your list is here. And then I'm going to select update. If you don't click update, the students are not going to be entered in the notebook. So just make sure that you click on update. Okay, so now our students have been added. So I'm going to go back over into the OneNote desktop application that I had open. So I'm going to go over here. You can see this is my test notebook. The students haven't showed up yet because it needs to sync with the new changes of the students being added. So I'm just going to right click on this notebook and I'll click sync this notebook to kind of force it to sync right now. And the changes will come depending on how many students you're adding at that time and what the traffic is on the OneNote servers, but they will start to populate here. So those are the main steps that you will use to create your notebooks for this school year. You can see here the students have now shown up, so my notebook is ready to go. The students can still open it from your Schoology course, and then they can download it and start working in your notebook.